Hello, welcome to our channel. Doctors Karen and Matilda here. We are currently doing these videos on questions being asked in Google, and we're going to flavor it with our own experiences as newbie graduates in PhD programs. As usual, I will do the audio and Dr. Matilda the background work. Now we move on to today's question. How to improve your academic writing skills? This was a popular question shared on Google by people who I assume had the same issue like we did. We thought we could write fairly well until we had to produce this expansive piece of writing called an academic dissertation or thesis. I, in particular, spent most of my life in academics, so I came with my fair share of knowledge. Yet, there were things that I didn't know and had to learn so I can improve my performance in my program. Moving on to the answer, academic writing can feel daunting. It can be a struggle because often it's a lonely journey, particularly when you're doing grad programs. So there are a few things you need to do even before you start writing. You have to sharpen your focus. Find out the ways you study best, and we'll do longer clips on that in the future, sharing what we did. Right? You have to think about a larger topic and which part of that topic you want to pursue in your outline, in your paper. And you have to, of course, ask yourself, what's going to be my core argument? What makes this paper worthy of being read, marked, and added to the academic writing library, the international library? So a few things we have to do. And among those, I we have figured out a few. Structure, evidence and critical thinking, edit ruthlessly, seek feedback. And what do we mean by structure? Academic writing is a very structured exercise. You have to ensure that you stick to the structure, to the reference demand, whether it's APA, Harvard, Chicago, etc. Familiarize yourself with writing support, such as Mendeley and Sartoro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I do apologize for that background squeaking. I think something is wrong with my laptop fan, and it's loud enough to intrude as uh, in the background of the clip. Remember to uh, you have to analyze other people's work, other people's writing, be it a textbook or a journal article. You scrutinize those because those are going to be used as evidence either to support or to justify a gap in academic writing. It also sharpens your critical thinking ability. Because right away, you have to start at the higher order academic skill of analyzing and evaluating materials. and even your own work. Edit. And we put the word here ruthlessly because, especially when you're doing a postgrad work, your topic is narrow and you can run the risk of straying from that path and unable to bring yourself back unless you know good transition words, such as furthermore, supported by, etc. Also, you write in the active voice. Instead of saying it was found, you say the study found. So you're you tighten your writing, and not only the letters and words in it, but also the tone. And then there are some good editing AIs and software out there that can support your editing venture. And of course, writing is a skill, so you have to practice, practice. And from time to time, seek feedback from your professors or teachers who have encouraged you over the years, or even friends. I had a uncle, my grandmother's son, that I used to bother, and he was quite the gracious man. He used to listen to me. And then, because he was so good at grammar, he would take my paper from me and scratch it up. I was finding it because best he scratched it up than my professor who was going to mark it. Remember to write regularly, seek feedback, and to most of all, read and reread papers in your field. So those of you who don't like to read, sorry to disappoint you. I'd like to leave you today with a quote. Great writers aren't born, they're made. And a little bit of encouragement. Remember, you got this. In our next clip, we will be answering viewers' questions. So remember to include yours in the comment section. And we appreciate it when you like, comment, share, and subscribe. From the desk of Doctors Karen and Matilda, thanks for watching. And remember to have a great day.